Hey everyone, welcome to yet another exciting video by Biotechnica. Today's topic of discussion, top 10 biotech myths busted. Yes, we would have all heard about them round the corner from somebody or somewhere else. People would have advised us or give us suggestion that don't go for this field, this is about biotech, that is for biotech. So let's actually understand what are the hidden realities and facts behind these myths. The first one, yes, one of the biggest myths about biotechnology will be found in career opportunities. They'll say there is no scope or career opportunities in biotech field. What is the reality? What is the truth? It's just that they are not aware of the latest trends in the industry. Biotechnology has been already begun for an alternative to traditional industries such as food processing, fermentation, and it will take the development of new technology to completely different phase. So there are several branches of biotech. Biotech industries use these methods for the production, design and delivery for the product or services. For example, biotechnology field itself is categorized into four groups. Red biotechnology, then white biotechnology used for industrial processes, green technology, it is about agricultural process, blue technology concerns with biological methods to marine and freshwater organism, and gold biotechnology has been used for biological science and computational science. So the future forecast of biotechnology, the health sector specifically is expecting enormous growth in the future for technology expansion and the application of biotechnology in the various aspects of healthcare. The continuous improvement in the biotechnology products providing the engaging in the diagnosis, projection and pharmaceutical expansion. Over the year, the small biotech industry is dominated by large companies. Marketing is now a complex task for the industry. Increased transparency in the development of drugs and effects help to make the consumer more educated. The biotechnology industry experiencing risk managing and project financing. The biotechnology is need of the hour now. It has captured and many small players along with the many key players. Large drug companies taking possession of small industries to hold the market share, and the growth of biotech industry is actually making record. Next one which you will be hearing most often is that biotechnology is always work in labs. This is a stereotypical image of a person in a white coat, lab coat, working with high-tech machines and mixing hazardous chemicals together in flasks is probably the first thing that comes to everybody's mind whenever they think about a scientist, when they picture a scientist. But the truth is completely different. Okay, so many of the research work includes that need not be even in the lab all day. Okay, so as a biotechnologist, one can be involved in a lot of field work, collecting samples in forests and seas, observing animal behavior, studying plants. These are just a few of them if you are into research. And apart from research, there are many other fields in the dry lab profiles where you don't need to be in the lab at all. So again, lack of knowledge leads to such kind of myths, and the truth is completely different. The third myth is only science related subjects will be useful in this field. So there can be many things. Being a biotechnologist doesn't only involve being a good researcher, as I said. So they can be into accounting, business, communication, statistics and programming also. So that which might seem irrelevant to a biotechnology major, but then they are very much necessary. It was only later on that you will realize that it will not involve only working in the lab. And additionally, the fact that biotechnologists know a little bit of pretty much everything means that they have more career choices and flexibility. For individuals who studied biotechnology can branch out to professions like biochemistry, biophysics and even biopharmaceutical. Fourth one is it's all about the hard skills. So not really, while getting the science right is important, soft skills are also necessary in this field. You need to learn how to communicate well with others and be able to develop a good rapport with your peers. You never know when you are going to need their help. Fifth one, biotechnologists have long working hours, like most day in the lab or something. Yes, being a biotechnologist isn't always easy. You must be prepared to spend extra hours in the workplace, especially when experiments don't quite work out the way they should. But fortunately enough, most of the researchers' work days are manageable and really no different from other profession in terms of maintaining the work-life balance. In fact, one should take out time for themselves. They should go out during the weekend and they should enjoy life like any other profession. Next myth is life is routine, no excitement, less money compared to other lucrative jobs. Well, what is the reality about it? Yes, the common myth is that there is no usual teaching job and nothing interesting about it. But actually, this is not so, right? For example, if you take a microbiologist, right? So the nature of job will be maybe if they are working in a research institute, so maybe some classes in a week. Then research part of the job will be guiding some PhD students, right? One different areas they can work, and besides this, some meetings and with colleagues or superiors, right? So that also is a casual one only, not something very serious. So there is some official related work also, such as related to exams or quality control, and that can be really enjoyable. And apart from that, people can also get time, like writing research paper, book chapters, or chit chat with colleagues and research scholars. So what is most enjoyable is that when some new findings are there and you can report in the research papers, the research aspect is really very exciting, and you can also keep updated with the latest in the subjects, and to tell the students, the gestures they will give back will give the highest level of satisfaction. A biologist in agriculture discipline looks after the agricultural aspects about crop production, crop management, disease management. Similarly, a biomedical technologist looks after the biomedical as well as into instrumental aspects. People working in pharmacology, they enjoy working on novel drugs and their effect on human beings. Zoologist, when find some species of animal, botanist finds some beneficial properties of a plant. So that gives them the academic recognition. Some biologists who are solely working on research and development aspects in multinational companies or universities or research institutes, they have generated very good results. Develop new varieties of crops and vegetables. When people consume their products, what level of happiness they get, you all can very well understand. So it is very rewarding as well. So to conclude, the life of biologists is very exciting, challenging, enjoyable, and rewarding altogether. Next myth is industry is the easy road. So yeah, if you are not going into research field, then you might feel that yes, going into industry may be much easier. Yeah, in academia, grant funding is harder to get and there are fewer jobs than what used to happen. So there are some factors which can put pressure on people to work harder to succeed. But it's not necessarily the students with the best grades that succeed in academia. It requires a very large skill set, only one part of which is intelligence, right? So these challenges in academia lead students to think that they will not have to work as hard if they go to industry. Few students want to take up industrial training because they do not want to pursue PhD, as they are not willing to invest 4 to 5 years. Some students are dissuaded to pursue PhD because of bad experience of their seniors. Few students wish to join industry as they are fascinated by the glamour associated with high salary structure and quick career progression. But they do not understand that there is pressure to perform and deliver as per the time schedule in industry also, which are actually integral requirements of the industry environment. So it's an absolute fallacy to think that if you cannot write well, give a good talk, or do not want to justify finding, you should simply get a job in industry. Next myth is you cannot publish or present your work in industry. Yes, one of the things that fuels misperceptions about industry is the fact that the best scientists in industry generally have to keep their work confidential. But however, it depends on the company whether research findings get published or not. There is an opportunity to present and publish research finding, just less that in academia, where the old usage is publish or perish. But considerations about patenting and IPR in industry, although the same is true for even academia these days. So the reality of this is that there is an opportunity to present and publish research findings, just that it is less than academia, but it's not that it is not possible. Next myth is there is a lack of intellectual freedom and ability to be creative in industry. This misperception also exists that scientists in industry lack intellectual freedom, that they are told what to do by the company and are not encouraged to think for themselves or pose research questions not closely related to the bottom line. To some extent, concerns over lack of freedom may be well founded, but the extent varies depending on the goal, structure, especially the size of the company. Industry jobs do tend to prize creativity, but within the confines of a predefined goal. So what's the reality? There is as much freedom and as much encouragement to use creativity to find innovative solution in industry as will be anywhere else. The 10th myth is biased results in the industry. So, with only one approval being given for every 5,000 to 10,000 companies entering the R&D pipeline, and the cost of bringing a drug to market estimated at over $1 billion, the pressure to produce results in industry is high. Results are directly tied to the bottom line. So, for this reason, science conducted in an industrial setting might be distrusted for the most part. However, industry studies are actually well designed, well conducted, and above reproach due to the obvious regulatory scrutiny that they have to endure. So, that's what is actually the reality. They do have to undergo a strict regulatory scrutiny before they can produce the results. And for all of you, there is a bonus myth that I'm going to clear today. That is, you cannot earn more in biotech sector. Yes, many people would have told this to you, but actual reality is that pursuing a career in biotechnology is very lucrative and you can earn very handsome pay. You will be receiving an attractive salary package as you pursue a career in biotechnology. The job prospects are actually promising, and as per the recent studies, the employment in biotechnology sector is actually expected to increase. In short, it is the best paying job you can pursue. How much someone in a biotech career makes is likely to vary depending on the individual's work experience, academic achievements, certifications, work experience, geographical location, and employer. However, because of the extensive knowledge and many years of education necessary to work in these fields, their salaries are usually above the $50,000 range, and they often have access to diverse job opportunities. It's possible that as you gain more experience in your particular specialization, you may use your expertise to negotiate for a higher salary or get promoted to a better paying position. Based on salary scale, growth opportunities, and reputation, some jobs outshine the others. The jobs include genetic counselor, biochemist, microbiologist, process development scientist, medical writer, medical scientist, environmentalist, epidemiologist, zoologist, and also biochemical engineers. So, there. Now you know, whenever you get to know about this myth, please take initiative and clarify this so that the future aspirants of biotech career do not shy away or do not think twice to take up this amazing career. Thank you for listening, everyone. Do let me know in the comment section if you have heard any other myth and what exactly do you think is the reality behind it.